Good evening, it's Saturday night and that means it's finals night here at the Online Darts Live League, brought to you by Online Darts and Sporty Stuff TV. The 6 players that have qualified from the groups they've played in for the rest of the week, all in action this evening. The players appeared from Monday to Friday, starting in Group A, which was won by Justicia. Martin Adams in action as well this evening, came through from Group B last night. James Richardson as well, and that is the first match of the evening. There you see Justicia topping Group A. Martin Adams came second in it, but had to fall into Group B. Scott Williams also went into Group B. Martin Heenahan, Robert Owen and Robert Thornton competed in Group C. Quick look at the other two groups. Group B was topped in the end by Jim McEwen, won all of his matches. Fantastic stuff from Jim McEwen. James Richardson followed him closely in second place. Martin Adams managed to scrape through on only 6 points. So that made up 4 of the places available at finals night. And then in Group C, Robert Owen topping the table, level on points with Graham Usher. Owen winning a last match shootout, should I say, with Andy Jenkins. But the first match this evening is Jose Justicia against James Richardson in Group 1 of the 2 groups that we will bring you tonight. And we're going to get the action underway very, very shortly indeed. Justicia of Spain, who you saw won Group A earlier in the week, has had his feet up for a couple of days. James Richardson fresh from being in Group B last night. So here they are then. The Joker, Jose Justicia. JJ, or Hey, if we're going to pronounce it properly. 32 years old from Alicante in Spain. Taking on JR. James Richardson, the Russian man. One of the men to have hit a couple of 9 darters here at the Live League, as has Martin Adams, who's also in action this evening. Hit one on Monday. You can check out Martin Adams's second perfect leg at the Online Darts Live League if you head to the Online Darts YouTube channel.
First leg is Jose to throw first. Game on.
Paul Hinks is guiding us through the action from inside the Online Darts Live League studio. He's on refereeing duty tonight. Only the best
80.
at the Live League. Don't know what's happened in the commentary box. You've got me, Chris Murphy, for the evening.
57.
It's a battle between Justicia and Richardson. Haven't met before at the Live League. It was Justicia's debut in the tournament. And what a debut it was. Lost just 2 of his
58.
15 matches across 3 days earlier on this week.
$123.
What a really strong finals night we have here. The 6 players are split into 2 groups, so Graham Usher, the other player in this
100.
group, having finished second on leg difference in Group C. Scarborough man, Graham Usher.
140.
And in the second group, Jim McEwen, who you saw at the top of the show, won all 8 of his matches in Group B across 2 nights. He's in with Wolfie
46.
Martin Adams, a 9-dart hero from earlier in the week, and Robert Owen, who had a rotten time on Tuesday and Wednesday in Group A, but
100.
managed to turn it around on Thursday and Friday in Group C to book his place here at finals night. Well, Richardson has plenty of experience at the Live League. He's got plenty of experience
43.
at finals night as well.
81.
And he's really taking the game to Justicia from the off here. 78 remaining, so treble 18 was the target there, but he'll just hit a
41.
single 20 to leave double top for an early break of throw. Such a short format and a 3-man group, it's vitally important to get as many legs as possible, even in defeat.
James, you require 40.
Finally, Justicia starts to settle, but it's
James
too
on
late.
the first leg.
James Richardson has already broken through in the first leg of the evening. It is a flying start for Ruthless, who leads 1-0.
Second leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Will, at some point this evening as well, reveal to you the lineup for next week, the final
60.
week of action before Champions Week, in the final phase of Online Darts Live League for 2021.
100.
It's been a stacked darting day, hasn't it, today? Some of you will have been watching
60.
the action at the Players' Championship finals. Been all sorts of shenanigans going on. Some of them featuring Adrian Lewis, a man that Jose Justicia has had a bit of beef
85.
with in the past. A pair of them clashed in a floor tournament.
100.
Lewis and Peter Wright having a bit of verbals at the end of their match.
140.
Peter Wright reluctant to talk about it, but Adrian Lewis's social media feed gives
24.
his version of events. Get in touch at our social media feed about the action at the Live League, at Darts Live League, as you can see there in the bottom right hand corner of your screen.
100.
You can contact me as well at Chris Murphy 180, as Lee Seymour has already done, saying my task for this evening is to find out why Jose has 23 on his shirt.
180. Just Jose requires 76.
Well, he give us the big build up there, Paul Hinks. for the 180 before telling Jose Justicia
68.
what he required, and he
requires
almost took it out, but
77.
2 darts missed to cancel out the break, and the 180 may well give Richardson a helping hand in a 2-leg lead. The double 5.
67.
Oh, he's missed 2
Jose,
to
you
double his
require
lead.
8.
Is there a way for Jose?
No score. James, you require
Well, that's
10.
5 darts missed to break straight back, and that could be very damaging in this short format. Richardson opting to split this. Now he's going back down for the double 2,
6.
and the pair of
Jose, you
them
require 8.
have missed a handful of darts. 10 between them in this leg. 9, should I say, with
Game shot on
Richardson
the second
deciding to
leg.
split.
Jose
Leaving that
Justicia.
double 4, couldn't find it, but Jose Justicia could, and he cancels out that early breaker throw to tie up the match at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Jose to throw first.
Just taking his time,
Game on.
calming things down. Yeah, I will try and find out the significance of the 23 if I get the opportunity.
85. 81. 140.
The fixture list this evening is as follows. We'll get the first
59.
match from Group 2 after this with Jim McEwen, so far unbeaten this week, taking on Robert Owen, who's had a really up and down week but managed to book his place in finals nights. Then Graham Usher will take on Justicia in the second match of this group,
59.
before Martin Adams meets McEwen, and then Richardson returns to face Usher, and Owen v Adams completes our set of 6 in the group stages.
180.
Nice set of 3 there for James Richardson.
$137. 140. Also, you require 80.
Well, Jose has the chance here to really take control of this match after a flying start from his opponent.
50.
But he's sent
James,
that
you
one
require 41.
wide, and it allows an opportunity for Richardson to get what would be the 3rd straight breaker throw in this match. He can do it on double 10. Oh, it's a wild one as
27.
well.
Also, you require 30.
Early tension here at the Live League on finals night. And it's a dodgy double left.
Game
But
shot on the third
Justicia
leg.
locates it
Jose Justicia.
to turn the match on its head. Lost the first leg, but he's won the next 2. And the Spanish star is 2 away from an opening win on finals night.
Fourth leg, James to throw first. Game on. 96. 95. 41. 58. 100. 83.
Well, 1 point in it, but Richardson still has the advantage of the darts in leg 4.
81. 100. 133.
133 to leave, 132.
95. Jose Urucar 132.
So the bull is the first port of call here, and that is a lovely guide if you can find the treble 19, which he has. This is not in doubt, is it? Straight in the bullseye. A 132 checkout from Jose Justicia, a perfectly crafted finish. Look at that marker, and he's used it to perfection.
Fifth leg, Jose to throw first. Game on.
3-1 lead, thanks to that brilliant bullseye 132 finish for Jose Justicia, who lost
46.
the first leg in this match. James Richardson, remember, missed 4 darts at double to take a 2-0 lead. And now he finds himself needing to win 3 legs on the spin to take the points. 3 180s from James Richardson in this match. That one matched with a first, from Justicia.
100. 105.
Well, can he possibly follow up a 132 with a 170?
140.
We haven't had one all week here at the live league, but it could happen. Oh, not far away.
105.
Not far away at all. This is now must hit. And it's Richardson who needs to bed the ball.
56.
And he can't find it.
65.
Justicia will aim at the middle and hope he hits the 25. He does hit the 25 to get 2 darts for the match. It's 2 match darts missed by the Spaniard. A reprieve for Richardson. Double 12.
1.
And he's had all sorts of bother on the outer ring in this match. Nine darts missed at doubles. Justicia has missed as many himself.
James Urucar 24.
And Richardson
on the 5th leg.
Keeps his hopes alive. And as I said earlier, every leg crucial in these short format, small groups on finals night. And James Richardson is looking to get at least 3, if not 4.
6th leg, James to throw first. Game on.
Still in it. You've got to be in it to win it, and he is in it.
180. 100.
Couple of results coming through from the Players' Championship finals as well. You may be very interested to learn
60.
that Gerwyn Price, the world #1, has been beaten by Brendan Dolan by 10 legs to 8. Gerwyn Price, the world #1, the world champion, dumped out before 45. The quarter-final stage. Will not feature in Sunday's sessions in Minehead. Through to the quarter-final, though, is the Dutchman
100.
Vincent van der Voort. He's seen off Danny Noppert by 10 legs to 7 in what has been a very dramatic and controversial day
85.
for the Players' Championship finals. There'll be no such controversy here at the Live League.
96.
But we might see some drama. James Richardson looked buried in this match, but he's bouncing back.
80. James Urucar 65.
Didn't want that. 7 or 3. Double 4.
57.
We had a big discussion on social media earlier in the week about whether players who need something like 65, whether they actually aim at the ball and hope to miss, or whether they do aim for the 25. And it split opinion. Professional players saying different things.
Game shot on the sixth
We saw an example of Richardson hitting the ball that caused him a little bit of a problem, but all's well that ends well as he worked towards the double four and worked towards parity.
It's Jose to throw first. Game on.
Forcing a last leg shootout, and that means that even defeat in this match will not be fatal for James Richardson, but he won't be
100.
Considering that now. He'll be going all out for the win.
60.
Big darts when he needs them.
140.
Jose Justicia, who has only tasted defeat twice this week at the Live League.
134.
In fact, managed to win all 5 of his matches on 2 separate occasions. Monday and Wednesday.
180.
Big darts when he needs them. It's a 100, a 60, 140, a 180. 81. And it could be an 11 darter in a last leg shootout. And there it is. Paul Hicks
shot on the match.
Just checking that it had found its way into the double. James Richardson making sure as well. But that was some way to make sure of the win from Jose Justicia, who goes out in 11 darts in a last leg decider to beat James Richardson in what was a thrilling start to this evening's action. The 1-3-2 bullseye check out the highlight, but the points go the way of Jose Justicia, who tops the first group with 2 points, and James Richardson will need to get a victory when he takes on Graham Usher later this evening. Before we see Usher in action against Justicia, we're going to get the second group underway with Jim McEwen taking on Robert Owen next. Welcome back. What a start we've had to finals night here at the Online Darts Live League, with a thrilling 4-3 victory for Jose Justicia over James Richardson in Group 1. Now it's time to get Group 2 underway, and the unbeatable Jim McEwen looks to carry on his winning streak, having won 8 matches on the spin across the last couple of nights. Chucky certainly enjoying the game, taking on Robert Owen, who's had a really up and down week at the Live League, the former UK Open semi-finalist from Bridgend in Wales. But he is a fierce competitor, stack attack, so called because of the way his darts land in the board, dropping low in order for him to build on them.
First leg is Jim to throw first. Game on.
As you could see there with his practice darts. So a good dart for Robert Owen is one low in the treble 20 bed. For Jim McEwen, it's one high in the treble 20 bed.
$40.
So no good darts there, Jim. But he threw plenty of good darts yesterday. Really was on fire, Jim McEwen, producing some stunning performances.
100.
3 averages of more than 100 on Thursday night. And backed it up by winning all 4 of his games again.
$93.
Last night. If he wins this match, he'll actually move into the top 20 of the
100
record for most consecutive matches won at the Live League. If he wins all his matches tonight, as he did every other night this week, then Jim McEwen could find himself making it 12 on the spin and moving
121
into the top 5. The record is 15, held by Sean McDonald, who may well be watching us this evening.
100.
Just like to kick back and watch the action when he's not beating all the players in it. And stay tuned as well, because a little bit later in the evening I'm going to announce the lineup for next week, and I will give you a little bit of a clue. It's got a real international flavour to it, and I'm not talking just home internationals like this one, Wales versus Scotland. We really have got a global feeling to the final week of Live League action in Phase 6 before the final Champions Week of 2021. So 107. Now 104 can still be done. An early get out of jail card played.
82.
Almost.
Robert, you require 61.
Almost rolled a 6 there. Jim McEwen.
Game shot on the
Robert
first
Owen
leg. Robert
has
Owen
made sure that he takes the first leg. A nice 61 out. 25, 36. And it is a break of throw straight away for Stack Attack.
Second leg is Robert to throw first. Game on. $100. $135. $60.
Very deliberate throwing action.
98.
Jim McEwen has, but a very effective one. As I mentioned, those wins earlier in the week.
100.
3 of them with 3-figure averages. Jim McEwen average for the entirety of the group 93.81. His best average was 104.7.
$134.
That came against Paul Hogan on Thursday evening. In comparison, Robert Owen in topping Group C had an average across
81.
the 2 days of 86.56. So you would fancy Jim McEwen to get the job done based on what we've seen in the previous nights, but that's why they play the games, isn't it? You don't always know what's going to happen. And Robert Owen has taken an early advantage in this one with that 61 checkout.
94. Robert, you require 160.
And could double his lead, but he'd have to take out a blockbuster finish to do so. And that's not going to happen. So McEwen will return for his favourite double to cancel out
100.
the early break of throw.
Jim, you require 40.
Double top usually child's play for Chucky. And that is a very inviting guide. Hasn't been able to use it. A little bit off tonight compared to how he's been in the previous 2 nights, Jim
20.
McEwen. And he's
Robert,
opened the door for
60.
Owen. Can he walk through it? James Richardson missed the opportunity, a similar opportunity to this in the first match, and paid the price in the end. Robert Owen, well, that dart's not going to hinder him.
Shot on the second leg.
And he does find the double top to double his lead in this match. It's a great start for Stack Attack. There you see his dart landing flat, not obscuring the double at all.
Third leg, Jim to throw first.
Owen
Game on.
opens up a 2-leg lead.
$54. 60. 140.
Still no 180s in this match. We had 6 in the first match between Justicia and James Richardson. The losing player, Richardson, hitting 4 of those maximums. Really is a big 180 hitter, Ruthless Richardson. Remember, the carrot at the end of the evening is a £2,000 first prize for the winner of tonight's tournament, and a place at Champions Week where they're playing for a potential £6,000 in addition. Places at Champions Week also going to the runner-up and 3rd place playoff winner. So half of the field will be cut and half will advance to Champions Week the week after next.
$98. 100. Jim, you require 150.
Plenty of time for Jim McEwen just to set this up the best he can.
$58.
Well, bullseye might have been a better shot there. Had he hit the 25, it would have been on a much easier finish of 85.
Jim, you require 92.
You could just see him shaking his head. I think he's probably worked that out after the event. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, Jim. He's ended up on 87 with 2 darts remaining, and he can't go out, as he just handed a golden opportunity
Robert, you
to his opponent thanks to some bad decision making in setting up the shot. Treble 18. He stayed there. Yeah, fair enough the way his darts land.
Jim, you require 52.
Confident he would hit that treble. It also means that he thinks that Jim is going to take this out.
Game shot on
finally,
the third leg.
Jim McEwen does land a double, and it is double top. Had missed 4 attempts at the outer ring up to then, but he's back in this match
Both
at
legged
2-1.
Robert to throw first. Game on. $44.
Paul Nicholson will be back in the hot seat, commentating on the action at the start of next week.
$60.
And I will, in the next hour, reveal the lineup for
100.
Group A, which Paul will be talking you through. I'll be back on Thursday and Friday for Groups B and C, and finals night next Saturday, before Mace the Ace, Chris Mason, takes you through Champions Week and the final week of action at the Live League for the year.
140.
Busy, busy times in professional darts and below. Hardly call these players amateurs. I think the standard of the Live League is
60.
at worst semi-professional. At the UK Open, lovely darts from Jim McEwen. His first maximum. He's starting to warm up.
140.
It's looking ominous for Owen now. Because if McEwen can take this out, all of a sudden he becomes the most likely player to win the match. Double top. And he does take it out. And Jim McEwen has cut the lead of Robert Owen, who went 2-0 up in this match. But McEwen, with a 180 and a 62 checkout, has tied it up at 2 apiece.
The flag is Jim to throw first. Game on.
And he has importantly cancelled out that break of throw that Owen earned in the opening leg. And now regains the advantage
60.
of having the throw, but in a shorter race.
$100.
It was only 2018 when Robert Owen reached the semis at the UK Open. Only 3 years ago. It's a precursor of things to come for Welsh darts. Unfortunately
85.
for Owen, he's since fallen off the professional tour. She'll have another go at qualifying school. If not, we'll surely welcome him back to the Live League next year. Jim McEwen has been a regular top-up player at the Pro Tour events after a decent showing at last year's Q School. Or should I say this year's Q School, last season's, if you know what I mean.
180.
And he's acquitted himself well, and he's acquitting himself well here as well. Second 180 of the match for Jim.
180.
Followed by the first for Roberts. And just in the nick of time.
$140. Robert, you require 81.
Well, we saw an 11 darter from Jose Justicia to win the opening match of the night. Robert Owen is yet to miss a dart at double. And it's double 13 to keep the perfect record going.
55.
But he can't find it.
Jim, you require 36.
And you can see the frustration there with that clap of the hands. And not in congratulation from Robert Owen, because Jim McEwen all of a sudden is producing pinpoint stuff and is ahead in this match from 2-0 down to 3-2 up. McEwen is on the march.
Six leg is Robert to throw first. Game on.
Robert Owen pondering what's gone wrong. Hardly has done anything wrong. He's averaging around 93. That dart at
81.
double 13, the only one he's missed in this game. Yet he finds himself behind the Welshman. It is the rock solid stuff from the gritty Scot Jim McEwen.
97.
Has caused so many players problems this week, and he looks like he's going to keep up that perfect record.
85.
As Jim McEwen looks to reign in November at the Live League. 8 wins from 8 in Group B. Here on finals night on the brink of an opening victory.
41.
Looking at the fixtures, did suggest at the top of the show that it would be a very competitive evening's entertainment. And it's likely that we're going to see last leg deciders in each of the first 2 matches.
140.
Might have to invest in an abacus to work out who will progress to the semi-finals. And they've all played each other once in each group.
180.
Super grouping from Jim McEwen, who gets himself back in the leg. Turns up the heat on Robert Owen.
60.
Only 60. And he might have to produce the kind of magic we saw from Jose Justicia earlier this evening when he took out a fabulous 1-3-2 bullseye finish. Owen looking for 1-3-5, the same shot really, but going upstairs rather than down.
96. Robert, you require 135.
If he lands a 25 with the first dart. Oh, and that's a great guide for him. He will be very, very disappointed
63.
not to have got a dart at the bullseye
87.
with where that landed. And Jim McEwen. Well, he needs a treble now. He could go double-double if he fancied it, but I think it'll be treble 18. All he can do is leave
47.
double top.
Robert, you require 72.
And hope that Owen can't complete this combination. Treble 16. 15. And the bull.
25.
Never looked likely.
Jim, you require 40.
And Jim McEwen lands
Game
double
shot
top
and the match.
to complete
McEwen.
a 4-leg burst, having lost the first 2 in this match. The Scotsman is off to a perfect start here. 94.5 the average after a slow first couple of legs. But he hit 50% of his checkouts, as did Robert Owen in that match. But it tailed off for him. That dart missed at the bull, denying a last leg decider. And Jim McEwen is still unbeaten at the Live League this week. That's now 9 matches won out of 9. We will return to the action in Group 1 on finals night next, with Graham Usher making his first appearance of the evening against Spain's Jose Justicia. third game of the evening then, and it features the winner of the first game of the night, Spain's Jose Justicia, who has only lost twice so far from 16 appearances at the Live League. He takes on Graham Usher, who came through Group C yesterday and Thursday. Usher, nicknamed the Gambler, up against the Joker, although he's got a pair of jacks on his shirt. Scarborough man, 48 years of age, a quarter-finalist on the Challenge Tour, has played a handful of Pro Tour events. Jose Justicia has won a Challenge Tour event this year. The 32-year-old Alicante ace.
Graham to throw first. Game on.
Nice show of respect between the pair at the start of the match, but now it's business.
60.
Graham Usher, well, he won all 4 of his matches on Thursday. And then
60.
Sorry, 4 from 5 of his matches on Thursday. Lost the last one of the day against Robert Owen, who's also in action this evening.
140.
Managed to win 7 from 10 in the end, get the same amount of points as Owen, hitting 6 180s along the way.
100.
And had a high average of 98.43. I think most people are fancying it's
100.
being Justicia and Richardson coming through Group 1 into the semi-finals. Quick reminder of how it works at finals night. We have
140.
3 players in each group.
125.
Justicia, Usher and Richardson in this group. The top 2, after they've all played each other, will progress to the semi-finals. And then
100.
top 2 from Group 2, featuring McEwen, Owen and Adams. We'll do the same. Graham's, he thought that was in. Threw himself to the ground in celebration.
60.
Not sure Justicia really wanted to see the funny side there, despite his mantle of the Joker. He was determined not to get involved in the laughter. But he won't have the last laugh either.
$41. Graham Newcastle 16.
So try it again, Graham. Well, on the wire again.
12.
All 3 of those darts 60. On the wire, as was the one at double A that caused him to almost take a tumble. It's Graham Usher, wire pusher, for the start of this match. But Jose Justicia cannot capitalise. Another opportunity for Usher.
Game
and this time he gets it in between the tram lines and takes the lead in this match, holding his throw. Graham Usher 1-0 up on Jose Justicia.
Second leg, Jose to throw first. Game on.
Dominant leg from Usher, but still had to survive a couple of missed darts at double.
100.
Remember, Justicia
100.
won his first match 4-3 against James Richardson, so a victory here for the Spanish star would put him through.
81. 96. 100.
Graham Usher looking to be the party pooper in a group that
45.
features Justicia and Richardson, 2 of the power scorers. We've already had 10 180s tonight. 4 of them coming from Richardson, 2 from this man, Jose Justicia. Jim McEwen got 3.
180. Jose require 80.
Graham Usher hits his first.
70.
And it might help him double his lead.
Graham, you
The
require
maximum.
80.
Gave Jose something to think about.
75.
Oh, but Usher
Jose, you require 10.
can't complete the job. The task of winning leg 2, and it would have been a break of throw. It still could be if Justicia can't find the green bit,
5.
which
Graham,
he
you
can't.
require 5.
Both players have 5 in bits. Justicia will be in bits if this goes in. Or this.
No score. Jose, you require 5.
Now he has a chance to clean up the crumbs he's left.
Game shot on the second
That's exactly
leg.
what he does.
Jose Justicia.
Bit of a scrappy end to that leg, but Jose Justicia manages to find double 2 to take leg 2 and tie things up at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Graham to throw first. Game on. 60.
Reminder, if Justicia wins, he goes through. If Usher wins, and it all comes down to the last game between him and James Richardson. If he beats him as well, then he will go through with Jose. But if Richardson were to beat him, and they've all won 1, and it's time to count fingers and toes and, well, legs actually.
59.
Martin Adams against Jim McEwen coming up next in the second group. McEwen having beaten Robert Owen 4-2 in the opening match
100.
from Group 2.
$134.
The action brought to you by Sporty Stuff TV
100.
and online darts. Mr. Justicia producer.
60.
Fabulous
Jose
bullseye
Ricardo,
finish
161.
to take out 132 in his first match. The 161 beyond him on this occasion.
97. 70. Jose requires 64.
Double 16 to break.
32. Graham, you require 118.
Very similar feel to his first match, this. Jose Justicia, slow out of the blocks, but managed
52.
to
Jose, you require 32.
come back from losing the first leg, and then he opened up a 3-1 lead before being forced to a decider. And he
Game
hits
shot
the
on
front
third
here,
leg. Jose Justicia.
turning the tables on the gambler, Graham Usher. It's Jose Justicia 2, Graham Usher 1.
Fourth leg, Jose to throw first. Game on. 60.
Do get involved on social media. Let us know who you think will take the £2,000 winner's check this evening.
125.
At Darts Live League, or you can tweet me at Chris Murphy 180.
100.
Martin Adams against Jim McEwen. James
99.
Richardson against Graham Usher, and Robert Owen against Martin Adams, still to come in the group stages before we have a 10-minute break, and then the semi-finals, and then the all-important Champions
100.
Week playoff before the final at around 10-1.
99. 85. 60. I'll say you require 156.
Didn't look happy, did he, Usher, with the 60?
$82.
He will be feeling like he has to take
Graham,
this
you require
out.
118.
That's difficult. May have to be. Oh, he's found a way. That's it, isn't it? Double 19.
Game shot
What
of
a
the
shot
fourth
that
leg.
is
Graham
from
Usher.
Graham Usher. It looked like he blocked the treble, but somehow he managed to find a way in and then straighten the double 19 to complete the combination finish.
This leg, Graham, to throw first. Game on.
Unbelievable from Usher. A better
97.
118 checkout you could not wish to see. I was about to say that he might have had to go 48 for the bull.
125. $100. $40.
Really is a fiercely contested evening of arrows so far.
100.
Justicia winning his first match in 7 legs, and Jim McEwen completing a 4-leg burst to beat Robert Owen 4-2.
60.
And here we are with this pair deadlocked at Desmond 2-2.
59.
And Usher. Well, he's dropped a dart there. This is a similar lie to the one that he found earlier, but it'll be a switch surely this time.
97.
And he'll come back looking to regain the lead for the first time since the first leg.
100. Graham, you require 82.
Bullseye is the first port of call. Now 17. Now double top.
62.
Bullseye may
Jose
well be the first port of call for
94.
Jose Justicia. Or will he gamble on the treble 18? Well, it was the bull. He'll wish he gambled now. 87 remaining. Treble 17 for double 18. And he can't get himself a dart at double.
27.
So Graham
you
Usher
require 20.
has the opportunity to move one up and one away from an opening win, and a win that would blow this group wide open. Brushed off the barrel
Game shot on
and
the
into
fifth
the
leg.
bed.
Graham
And
Usher.
Graham Usher is a leg ahead. 3-2 up against Spain's Jose Justicia, who won his first match of the evening and 1 leg from taking the 2 points.
6 leg Jose to throw first. Game on. $60. $85. $60.
Really would be a win
85.
for the gambler Graham Usher that would make things very, very interesting in this group, with Richardson to face for Usher.
100.
Justicia is still in a good spot, even if he loses this match, particularly if he loses it 4-3.
100.
What we don't want to see is all of them going 4-3 to each individual player, making them inseparable.
57.
They're separated by averages then across the 2 games. Justicia is not having a good time of it in that department here.
140.
Lower than 80 in this one.
140. Graham Yuquan 91.
So, to win the match, 4-2. He does gamble. That's why they call him the gambler. And the gamble,
81.
well, it paid
Jose
off in the
Yuquan,
sense that he got the 2
84.
darts at double. But he couldn't land the ball in the correct segment of the wheel.
48.
However, he can have
Graham
another spin.
Yuquan 10.
Graham Usher taking aim,
No score.
and he can't
Jose
find
Yuquan 36.
the green double 5.
27. Graham
Jose
Yuquan
Justicia
10.
has squandered the opportunity to force a last leg
In showing
shootout,
the match,
and Graham Usher takes advantage in the end. And Group 1 here on finals night is going down to the final game. Graham Usher with a 4-2 victory against Spain's Jose Justicia. The pair of them having a torrid time on doubles. 14 of them missed by Justicia, 16 missed by Usher. But the 118 checkout, the highlight in there for him. And he takes the 2 points, winning by 2 legs. Remember, Justicia won his first match. If James Richardson can beat Graham Usher, then we are going to have some maths to work out. Before that, though, we will return to Group 2. Jim McEwen won his first match of the evening, 4-2 against Robert Owen. And now he meets Wolfie. Martin Adams, that's coming up in 3. Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League. Got a welcome to the action if you're just tuning in, having watched the end of the evening's arrows at the Players' Championship Finals. I will run you through what's happened so far here at the Live League as Martin Adams gets ready to play for the first time this evening. It is finals night, of course, and he's going up against Jim McEwen, who won his first match 4-2 against Robert Owen. Owen still to face Adams. So a win here for Jim McEwen would put him through to the semi-finals, and it would all then be on that game between Owen and Adams to see who would join him. In Group 1, well, Jose Justicia beat James Richardson, but was then beaten by Graham Usher. A 4-3 win and a 4-2 defeat. Usher against Richardson coming next. If Richardson wins that match, it's going to come down to leg difference to see who progresses. If Usher wins, he will go through.
First leg is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Alongside Spain's Jose Justicia. McEwen yet to lose a match this week. Martin Adams hit a 9-darter here on Monday. Really in for a tungsten treat.
81.
Between two senior statesmen of the game. Incredibly, Jim McEwen has not had a leg better than 12 despite winning every single match. Doesn't matter, does it?
99.
4 visits, whether it's 10, 11 or 12. He did have 4 12-dart legs. Martin Adams has managed a 9 and 11.
84.
And a couple of 12s himself.
$81.
Hasn't met Jim McEwen before, Martin Adams, until he played him in the Live League on Thursday night.
60.
And it hasn't been a happy fixture for Wolfie. Beaten on Thursday 4-1 and last night 4-0. By the tough tartan tungsten tosser. Can Wolfie
140.
get the W in this one? Or will McEwen remain granite? He has been the toughest of tough nuts. Looking to make it
68.
10 successive victories at the Live League as he looks to march towards Champions Week. Just 2 more weeks of Live League action to come in 2021.
$135.
The final week to qualify for Champions Week gets underway on Monday, and I will reveal the lineup in the next half an hour or so for next week. Stay tuned. All I can tell you is that it's got a really
81.
global feel to it, an international
46.
feel to the lineup. So then, double top for Jim McEwen to break in the first leg. He's won his last 4 legs. He's won his last
Game shot on the
9
first
matches.
Leg. Jim McEwen.
And McEwen's march continues as he finds double top, as he so often does, sweetly in the centre to take the lead in this one.
Second leg is Jim to throw first. Game on. $97.
The lineup, of course, for the quarterfinals at the Players' Championship Finals is now complete. I'll be tuning in myself tomorrow.
55.
Day off from Live League Darts. In fact, I've got a few days off. Paul Nicholson will guide you through Monday to Wednesday next week. He lumbered with me, Chris Murphy, on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and then Chris Mason calling you through Champions Week the following week. But it's Jose De Sosa
40.
against Brendan Dolan. Dolan, who beat Gerwin Price, the world #1 in Minehead tonight. Then Daryl Gurney against Ryan Searle. before a clash between the world's number 2 and 3. As Martin Adams plants 3 in the bed. Yeah, Peter Wright against Michael van Gerwen. 2 players who both had a bit of controversy today. Wright embroiled in a war of words with Adrian Lewis. Shenanigans on the stage in that one. Michael van Gerwen slamming the conditions.
140.
A little bit frosty after his match in Minehead, where he said it was freezing cold on the stage. And the ferret Johnny Clayton takes on Vincent van der Voort in the other quarter-final.
96.
Here it's all about qualifying for the semi-finals. And the next match is going to be absolutely pivotal to that. Jim McEwen can do so if he wins this match. Martin Adams will get another go against Robert Owen in the last match of the group stages.
82. Martin Ukar 170.
Go on then, Martin. You've had a 9-darter this week. Why not a 170 finish?
145.
Not
Jim
quite.
Ukar 142.
McEwen, well, he's looking at treble 20. He does like double top here, so if he gets it, you would think he'd go for treble 14. He doesn't get it, so we'll never know. But a lot of players who like double top choose that treble 17 route these
90.
days.
Martin Ukar 25.
Adams very much an old school style. Everything from the first written edition of the darting textbook.
Game shot on the second
Textbook
leg.
use of that
Martin
marker
Adams.
from Martin Adams, who levels up this match at 1 leg apiece. Can he be the first to beat Jim McEwen at the Live League this week?
Third leg Martin to throw first. Game on.
It is a break back from Wolfie as well. Yeah, the next match between James Richardson and Graham Usher. Usher needs to win
60.
to go through. And he'll take Jose Justicia with him. But if Richardson wins 4-0 or 4-1, he'll go through with Justicia. If he wins 4-2 or 4-3, he'll go through with Usher. More on that
60.
in the match itself. Here, a very simple equation for Jim McEwen. If he wins this, he goes through, and it's a straight shootout for the final semi-final spot between Robert Owen and Martin Adams in the 6th match of the evening.
180.
And that 180 is Martin Adams' second of the night.
$58.
We've already had 14 180s in our first, 3.5 matches.
81. $134. $100.
Adams down to 80 after a dozen, aided by that 180.
59. Martin, you require 80.
Great start. Good darts.
70.
He can't finish. He leaves 10, Martin Adams, so McEwen will hope to pile on as much pressure as possible.
43. Martin, you require 10. Getting shot on the third
Brilliant
leg.
from Martin Adams.
Martin Adams.
Attack that. Pinned it. And he's taken the lead in this one. Adams leading Jim McEwen 2-1. If he wins this match, it makes it very, very interesting in this group as well.
Ball for Jim to throw first. Game on.
Yet to be beaten, remember, at the Live League this week. But Martin Adams giving him a good game.
$100. $140. $177.
Great darts from Jim McEwen. Determined not to let that perfect record slip.
83. $100.
As I've been saying, just a couple of weeks of Live League action still to come in 2021, and I am going to reveal the lineup for next week. I'll do that in the next leg. Real international flavour to the field for the final week of action before the last Champions Week of the year. Stay tuned. In the next leg, I will reveal the 12 players competing at the Online Darts Live League next week.
92.
Including a handful of debutants as well.
100. Junior require 32.
Jim McEwen, who's been flawless so far this week. Having to shift across here to try and find a way into that double. Oh, it's difficult now. Has to aim high, just below the double eight.
No score.
Couldn't get
Martin
it powered up.
78.
And Adams should have a dart at double. We'll have two darts at double 12. Oh, that's tricky. But he's managed to use it as a guide. And Martin Adams now is 3-1 clear and 1 away from a thumping 4-1 win against a so far unbeaten Jim McEwen.
Looks like it's Martin to throw first. Game on.
Straight in the red bit again. And again.
140.
Really asking questions of McEwen, who plants a perfect dart himself. Well, Martin may well get the job wrapped up in this leg,
100.
and I promised that I would reveal the field for next week. So here goes in Group A. The 6 players will feature Danny Lauby of the USA, Lee Cox, who you've seen at the Live League before,
100.
Canada's Matt Campbell, who will be Pro Tour player next year, Nathan Rafferty, who reached the last 16 at the Grand Slam last week, Poland's Sebastian Steyer, and France's Thibaut Tricol. In
100.
Group B, sorry, Cameron Menzies, Jim Williams and Neil Duff. And in Group C, Brazil's Diogo Portela, Richard North, and Baker completes the dozen. Scott Baker in action at the Live League next week. So the 6 players in action. in Group A from Monday. Dan Lowby, Lee Cox, Matt Campbell, Nathan Rafferty, Sebastian Steyer, Thibaut Tricol, and then it's the usual
85.
format throughout the week. One of them
Martin
will progress to
Unicorn
finals night. The others will be
121.
dispersed into Groups B and C with the other players I mentioned. Martin Adams edging closer
97.
to a win that would surely see him reach the semi-finals. A thumping victory over Jim McEwen. Would still, of course, have work to do against Robert Owen.
80.
But
Martin
if Adams
Unicorn
hits this, then
24.
nothing is settled yet.
Game shot.
But he will be feeling good.
Martin
He will
Adams.
feel like he has 1 foot in the semi-finals. Martin Adams, a 4-1 winner over Jim McEwen. And look at that average as well, 96.41. Really solid stuff from Wolfie in that one. He beats Jim McEwen. It's taken 10 matches this week for anybody to do that. But Wolfie has managed to get the win. We have 2 more group games to come. And they're both important ones as well. James Richardson against Graham Usher coming next before Owen returns to take on Adams, as we see which 2 players from each group go on to compete in the semi-finals. Back in 3. is Saturday night. It's finals night at the Online Darts Live League, and it's still all to play for. Nobody yet through to the semi-finals, with 2 games still to play. 4 men battling it out with their own fate in their hands. Another 2 waiting in the wings, hoping the right result happens for them. James Richardson against Graham Usher, the first of the 2 matches. The final match in Group 1. Richardson lost his first match of the evening, beaten 4-3 by Jose Justicia.
100.
And Usher then beat Justicia 4-2.
100.
So what that means is that Graham Usher needs 2 legs to qualify. If he wins, he will take Jose Justicia through with him. If he loses, but gets the 2 legs, he'll go through with James Richardson.
60.
But if he loses 4-1 or 4-0, it will be Richardson and Justicia that go through.
100.
Bit more comfortable for Martin Adams in his final match. Adams will only need
91.
to win a leg against Robert Owen to secure his spot in the semi-finals. Only a 4-0 defeat can eliminate Wolfie.
100. Jeremy Class 70.
Double top then for Usher to take the first of the 2 legs he needs. That's a nice 70 finish from Graham Usher. Well, you see 10-20 and then double top, and Usher has the advantage.
140.
Immediate break of throw for Graham Usher. Jose Justicia will now be willing him to go and win,
140.
to take him through with him. Apologies for the slight sound problem in hearing our esteemed referee Paul Hinks. When someone gets a 180, he won't need the microphone to be working, I assure you of that. We'll get that sorted as soon as possible.
137.
I think there's been a slight issue with the score there.
57. Jeremy Class 164.
Just checking what he was on. He's left 170. Usher's left 164. Usher's left the ball.
139. Danger Class 170.
No can do for James Richardson. So Usher
100. Jeremy Class 25.
looking at double 8 to double his lead. Double 4. In it goes, and Graham Usher, with that dart in double 4, has just secured his spot in the semi-finals. Usher will be going through. It's now all about who will be going through with him. James Richardson needs to now win this match.
Third leg James to throw first. Game on. 134. 140.
Jose Justicia now nervously waiting, hoping that Graham Usher goes on to complete the victory in this, to take the Spaniard through with him. If Richardson can win this game, either 4-2 or 4-3, he will go through. He'd go through first if he manages to win the next 4 legs. He'll be second place if he wins it 4-3. And that's not a bad start on that journey.
85.
Pauling's getting a chance to exercise his voice. 47 for James Richardson, that's double top.
27, radio car 136. 60, change to car 20. Game shown the third leg.
And James Richardson gets a leg on the board. It is a nervous wait in the back room for Jose Justicia. Always a strange feeling when more than two players are involved in the match, but that's the scenario that we're in here. And Justicia is hoping that Graham Usher can go on and win this so he can go through with him. Usher, just to confirm, now through to the semi-finals. If he wins, Jose Justicia goes through with him. If James Richardson wins, he goes through with him.
100. 83. 140. 180.
Told you you wouldn't need a microphone for the maximum.
81. Radio car 140.
The first from Graham Usher.
105.
He leaves himself handily placed.
100. Radio car 36.
Double 18. Double 9. And there it is, 3-1 to Graham Usher, the gambler who was supposed to be the joker in the pack, but he's the man who's booked his place in the semi-finals, and it's looking increasingly likely that the joker, Jose Justicia, will be going with him. James Richardson on the brink. Of a couple of consecutive defeats that would see him eliminated. He will play no longer part in the live league in 2021, but what a star he has been in it. Unless he can reel off the 3 remaining legs in this match. Hit 2 9-darters, James Richardson, in the live league. Remarkable stuff.
91.
One of them against his own son.
50.
I'm sure Josh enjoyed it almost as much as his dad did.
100. 140.
Almost there. Graham Usher as the group winner,
85.
meaning he would play in the first semi-final against the runner-up in Group 2. Is this the match-winning dart?
95. James Richardson 105.
The answer was no. Going for tops to try and save the match.
28.
But it's all gone horribly wrong tonight for James Richardson. Lost both his games. Graham Usher wins 4-1 as he books his place in the semi-finals, and he takes Jose Justicia with him. An average of almost 100 from Usher. He's been good value for that semi-final spot. He sees off James Richardson, who has struggled this evening, and bows out of the live league for 2021. He had 2 9-darters. What a star he's been in the live league. But he'll take no further part in finals night and will not be in Champions Week. Graham Usher might well be. He will play in the first semi-final. Jose Justicia will play in the second. Who will they be up against? Well, we're about to find out, because Robert Owen is going to take on Martin Adams, with Jim McEwen watching on nervously. Join us in 3 minutes. Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League. One group game to go, and the lineup for the semi-finals on this finals night will be completed. It is Martin Adams against Robert Owen in the last match of Group 2. Semi-finalists already confirmed: Graham Usher, who won both of his games in Group 1, and Jose Justicia, who also beat James Richardson, who bows out. Jim McEwen, the other interested party in this one. He was beaten by Martin Adams 4-1 after beating Robert Owen 4-2. And what that means is that Adams just needs a single leg to secure his place at finals night. Only a 4-0 defeat can eliminate Adams. Robert Owen must win this match.
First leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
Having lost his first. And after the microphone seemed to be Breaking Bad, we've got a better call, Paul.
140.
As Mr. Hinks gets his voice back for this crucial group game between Wolfie Martin Adams and Stack Attack Robert Owen.
140.
Pair of them exchanging ton 40s with their opening salvos. Who've played many a time at the Live League, this pair. Two of the most
28.
regular appearers. Appearers? Is that even a word? Well, it is now. Adams winning just 3 of their previous meetings.
125.
8 times they've met in total, but he has won the last 2. Robert Owen beat him on Monday, but Adams inflicted defeats on Owen on both Tuesday and
95.
Wednesday.
$95.
It's been a dramatic day of darts, hasn't it? Going down to the wire here at the Live League. There's been all sorts of shenanigans going on at the Players' Championship finals. Do let us know your
100.
thoughts on all things
Martin
darts at
O'Connor,
Darts Live League on
141.
Twitter. Tweet me at ChrisMurphy180. As Martin Adams looks to pull out a plum. The very first leg of the match. He's going to leave it handy.
89.
And Robert
Robert
Owen
O'Connor,
may have to get
138.
going with a firework finish of his own here. Not to be.
58. Martin O'Connor, 52.
Double 16 for Adams.
Game shot
And
on the
that
first leg.
Double 16
Martin Adams.
confirms Martin Adams' place in the semi-finals. He only needed 1 leg to secure the spot after a 4-1 win over Jim McEwen. And
Second
he's
leg is
managed
Martin
it
to throw first. Game on.
with a breaker throw in the very first leg of this match. Robert Owen now must win the match anyway. Whatever Martin manages to do.
85.
If Adams wins, he will take on Jose Justicia in the second semi-final.
60.
A win for Robert, and he will take on Justicia if he wins 4-1. He will take on Graham Usher if he
95.
wins by any other scoreline. So Adams likely to meet Justicia in the second semi-final now. And if Adams wins the match, it will be McEwen against Usher in the first semi-final.
180.
180 from Rob Owen, his third of the night. There will be a 10-minute break between the end of this game and the first semi-final.
85.
Time to get yourself a nice cup of cocoa, or whatever it is you're having on this Saturday night.
180.
I love what he's having. Make it a treble.
140. Robert O'Connor,
Back-to-back
81.
maximums from Robert Owen have earned him this opportunity to break straight back. Needs the ball to do so. And he
Game
pins
shot on
it.
the
What a
second
spell
leg.
from
Robert
Stack
Owen.
Attack there to cancel out the early break from Martin Adams. Back-to-back 180s and then an 81 checkout on the ball to level up at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
Still scrapping here, Robert Owen, knowing that a win would take him through.
100.
With Martin Adams. The win for Adams. Take Jim McEwen through with Wolfie.
100. 140. 43. 60.
I'm not happy with his start to this leg, Martin Adams. You could just see him pulling a face or two in the background there, but he's already gone the right way about putting it right. That's right. Can't get any more right from Martin Adams, who piles in his first maximum of this match, his third of the night.
81. 100. Robert, you require 120.
The Shanghai shot, a very good shot for Robert Owen. This dart will not be in the way. That's the way, Robert Owen, a picture-perfect 120 finish, 60, 20, 40. And he's back in front.
Fourth leg, Martin, you throw first. Game on.
Should I say in front, Robert Owen. Lost the first leg and then completed that brilliant 81 finish with the back-to-back 180s. He's 2 out of 2 on the doubles. It's all looking good. It's looking up for Owen.
140.
It's not looking so good for Jim McEwen, who, would you believe it, won 9 matches on the spin, 4 on Thursday, 4 on Friday, his first of tonight. And that one
45.
defeat in 10 games could be the one that ends up costing him a place in the semi-finals.
$140.
Been high-scoring stuff this evening, and this is the highest quality match we've had so far. Both players averaging in 3 figures after 3 legs, 3.5 legs.
140.
Martin Adams right up at 110. Look at this. High-scoring stuff.
180.
That is the 20th maximum we've had in 6 games tonight.
80. Martin, you require 41.
4 of them have come from Wolfie, who's looking to complete an 11 dart leg. Double 16 to do so. Double 8 for a 12.
25.
Still got all the time in the world as he bids for a 3rd straight victory against his Welsh opponent, who, remember, must win to progress to the semi-finals.
140. Martin requires 16.
Try and brush it in off the barrel.
Game shot on the 4th leg.
He finds the double
Adams.
to level up this match. Martin Adams ties it up at 2 legs apiece. Crucial 3 legs coming up. Jim McEwen waiting nervously in the practice room.
This leg, Robert, to throw first. Game on.
He needs Adams to win. Adams still up at around 105.
43.
His 3 dart average, brilliant stuff. We saw him average 109 earlier in the week. Hit a 9 darter, of course, on Monday. Been a spectacular
95.
week in the world of darts. Just joyous, really, that we've seen a man at the age of 65 hit a 9 darter, and on the same week, a 14-year-old hit
60.
a 9 darter in the JDC event in Gibraltar. Luke Littler producing a perfect leg. This is everybody's game. But whose game is this one going to be?
180.
Well, if he carries on like this, Wolfie is going to blow the house down.
140.
Robert Owen caught in the crossfire. Vintage Martin Adams here.
$140.
Finding that treble 20 with aplomb. Magnetic stuff from Martin Adams, who once again tees up the prospects of an 11 dart leg.
86.
On a 2 darter after 9. 54. Well, he has to stay there. Owen's left to finish. So the bullseye to break.
61. Robert, you require 118.
Saw a brilliant 118 earlier from Graham Usher, and it looked like he blocked the bed. Owen has space to the left. He finds it. Double 19.
99.
Well, that's how close
Martin,
he was, and he knows how
25.
close he was. The width of the wire prevented Robert Owen from leading this match 3-2.
21. Robert,
And the same thing happens to Martin Adams. A reprieve for Robert Owen. But he can't take advantage.
Martin, you require 4. No score.
Well, Martin
Robert,
Adams missing
8.
more darts at double as well. Robert Owen has been given gift after gift after gift here. Will he accept? He does gratefully.
Robert Owen.
Robert Owen is one leg away from securing a semi-final spot and from eliminating Jim McEwen by beating Martin Adams. That's really what's going on here. It's a match in front of your eyes between Adams and Owen.
Martin to throw first. Game on.
But really, it's a game between Owen and McEwen, because whatever happens, Martin Adams is going to be in the semi-finals. Brilliant, isn't it? Just absolutely fabulous. Watching Martin Adams rack up maximums like they're going out of fashion.
140.
Well, he's a man who will never go out of fashion in the world of darts. Is he going to fashion a last leg decider?
$60. $140.
Quick reminder of the lineup for next week at the Live League. Danny Lauby joins the action in Group A, along with Lee Cox, Matt Campbell, Nathan Rafferty, Sebastian Steyer,
45.
and Thibaut Tricol, Frenchman. The winner of that group will go through to finals night next Saturday. The second and third placers will join Cameron Menzies, Jim Williams and
28.
Neil Duff in Group B, and the remaining players will join Scott Baker, Richard North and the Brazilian Diogo Portela in Group C. On Thursday and Friday, really strong field, the final field before the last Champions Week of the year.
140.
9 different nationalities from the 12 players in action. You've been calling for a more international feel, and the powers that be have listened.
Martin, you
put one together for you. Martin Adams looking to force a last leg decider. Double 8.
Game
And he gets it.
Martin Adams.
And we do have a dramatic climax to this group. Adams is in the semi-finals, but this leg will decide who joins him from Group 2 on finals
Seventh
night.
and final leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on.
Will it be Robert Owen who's throwing first
60.
in this deciding leg? Or will it be Jim McEwen who's not throwing at all in this deciding leg? He's just pacing around in the practice room, willing a Wolfie win.
60.
Robert Owen has had an up and down week. Won 4 out of his 5 games on Monday. Lost all 5 games on Tuesday. Lost 4 out of 5 on Wednesday.
140.
But then managed to get through Group C. Winning 7 out of 10 on Thursday and Friday.
60.
You'd have to feel for Jim McEwen if he didn't make it. He won every single game in Group B and then beat Robert Owen tonight 4-2.
60. Score reverts to 40.
He's only lost 1 game in 10.
Okay.
A little bit of confusion here.
Score remains at 60.
No confusion about this visit from Martin Adams.
140.
Joining Robert Owen on 241. Yeah, 1 game in 10 lost by Jim McEwen. It was 4-1 to Martin Adams, and if Owen wins this leg, it will result in elimination for McEwen. But that is an absolute disaster for Robert Owen. Only managed to score 7. So Strictly Come Dancing score.
140.
Can he come dancing back into the leg?
108.
Got a quick step maximum
101.
from Stack Attack, Robert Owen, but he has to rely on Martin Adams not placing him in room 101.
$49. Robert, you require 54.
So Owen, aided by that maximum, gets the opportunity to put himself in the semi-finals. And he does, on tops, to defeat Martin Adams and to knock out Jim McEwen, who has lost just 1 match in 10 this week at the Live League. But it was enough to see him fall at the last hurdle, and he will not make it through to the semi-finals. Both Robert Owen and Martin Adams will. Adams to take on Usher, Graham Usher in the first semi-final, and Owen to take on Jose Justicia in the second. What a game of darts that was. Martin Adams once again up near the 100 average. But that 180, the 3rd of the match from Robert Owen, the 7th of the match in total, really carved out the game-winning opportunity for him, rescuing the leg after he'd only scored 7 in the previous visit, and he came back to win it on double top to book his place in the semi-finals. We are going to have a 10-minute break now, so go and get yourself a hot drink or whatever it is you would like to snack on while you watch the semis, and we will be back with Usher against Owen in 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to the action here at the Live League. We're into the semi-finals now. Graham Usher, Robert Owen, Martin Adams and Jose Justicia are the four men that have made it. And the first of the two matches features the man who won Group 1. That is Scarborough's Graham Usher against Stack Attack Robert Owen, who about 10 minutes ago got through in the most dramatic fashion, beating Martin Adams in a last leg decider and knocking out Jim McEwen. So it is Usher against Owen in the first of our semi-finals. The winner of this will seal a spot at Champions Week. Owen, well, he's lived a bit of a charmed life this week at the Live League. He's been up and down and over and out and in. And he's still fighting, still standing. Only one of the remaining four won't make it through to Champions Week. Really intriguing battle, this one. Owen and Usher met twice already. Won one each of the two meetings.
First leg, Graham to throw first. Game on.
And Usher has the darts as a reward for winning his group.
100.
The only player of the four semi-finalists to have won both of his group games. Graham Usher.
85.
Hails from Scarborough, plays most of his darts on the Challenge Tour. Has topped up in a few
99.
Pro Tour events. Played in some of the Summer Series, Super Series events last year.
60.
Certainly a capable player, as he's shown this week at the Live League.
82.
But now it is all about securing a spot at Champions Week. Will it be Owen or will it be Usher?
60.
The loser, of course, will get a second chance in the Champions Week playoff.
28.
The third place playoff takes place after the second semi-final. The winner will advance to the final and will have the opportunity to play the £2,000 first prize. It was high drama in Group 2 in that match between Owen and Adams. Owen
140.
winning the last leg decider and in turn eliminating Jim McEwen. If Adams would have won that leg, then it would have been McEwen going through, and he was on 52 when Owen took out the match-winning 54. 52 here for Usher. He gets a go at it,
12.
but he can't take it out, so Owen looking at 56 for an immediate breaker throw. Has to go left. Well, he manages to go right. Didn't think he'd be able to guide it in that side, Robert Owen, the way his darts lie. But look how he used it to take the first leg against the throw.
Second leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
It's advantage Owen.
$180.
And he stacks up a maximum. He's racked up 6 this evening. Stack attack.
59.
That is as many as anybody. Martin Adams also has had half a dozen 180s. James Richardson had 5 despite losing both of his games.
60. $140. $140. 92. Robert Uqua, 121.
So for 2-0, double top.
101.
Couldn't quite manage it, but he will return to clean up the remainder and double his advantage in this semi-final.
134. Robert, you acquire 20. Game shot on the
Good
second
correction
leg. Robert Owen.
from Robert Owen there, and he's halfway to the final. He's 2 legs away from booking his spot at Champions Week. Graham Usher has work to do.
Third leg, Graham to throw first. Game on.
Already through to Champions Week.
81.
The winner, runner-up and third place from each of the 2 previous weeks in this phase. Brian Roman, Rob Collins, Kevin Burness, Connor Scott, Scott Walters and Chris Gilliland.
135.
Owen on the brink of joining them. One of the 4 in the field left tonight will
80.
miss out. And then we do have one more week of qualification. And it is a stellar lineup for next week here at the Live League. Danny Lauby,
140.
Matt Campbell, Sebastian Steyer, Lee Cox, Nathan Rafferty and Thibaut Tricot will all compete in Group 8.
180.
As Usher pushes in his first maximum of this semi-final. And also in action next week, Jim Williams,
59.
a former Live League champion. As Usher looks for a big finish, can't complete it. Cameron Menzies,
100. Robert,
Neil Duff, Diego Portela, Richard North and Scott Baker completing the dozen-player field.
60. Graham, you acquire 60.
So to stay in the semi-final, Graham Usher looking at double top,
Game shot
and
on
he
the
finds
third leg.
it
Graham Usher.
to cut the lead of his opponent in half. Usher still in this semi-final, needs to find a break from somewhere. Robert Owen still has the advantage and leads by 2 legs to 1.
Fourth leg, Robert to throw first. Game on. $140.
Decent standard it has been all evening. Martin Adams, Graham Usher, Robert Owen all
100.
producing big averages. Owen once again in the high 90s in this one. Really has found his radar.
180.
Second maximum, highlighting that point.
140. $99. 91. Robert, you require 82.
Good use of the treble 17 to leave a 170 in case he gets a chance. He'll only get a chance if Owen cannot land double top.
62.
And he hasn't.
Graham, you require
Well, this would be a way to stay in it. We haven't seen a 170 finish all week at the Live League.
105. Robert, you require 20.
Only managed to get a third of the way there. Can Robert Owen manage to get a third leg? He can.
Game shot on the fourth
And he's
leg.
only one away
Robert
now
Owen.
from a place in the final and a place in Champions Week at the final phase of Live League Darts in 2021. Owen 3, Usher 1.
Fifth leg, Graham to throw first. Game on. $140.
Well, it was Golden Graham when he joined the action on Thursday, a serial winner, winning his first 4 matches in Group C before Robert Owen ended that run.
180.
And it looks like it's going to be Owen that ends his chances of reaching the final tonight.
100.
Remember, there is the lucky loser playoff, the Champions Week playoff for the 2 losing semi-finalists. Usher can still advance to Champions Week.
43.
He's going to have a tough test against either Martin Adams or Jose Justicia. The good news for Graham is that he's already beaten Jose
57.
tonight.
83. 95. 45. Graham Newcar 109.
109 to stay alive. Just checking with Paul Hinks that he did indeed have 52 remaining.
The fifth leg. Graham Usher.
And he took out the remainder. A ton-topping checkout for Graham Usher to close the gap to a single leg.
Sixth leg Robert to throw first. Game on.
He's hammering in the maximums, Robert Owen, at the start of legs in this match. A 180 to kick off the last leg, though it didn't do him any good in the end. A 180 to kick off this leg. He also had a 180 to kick off the second leg of this match as well,
60.
Robert Owen. 3 times he's fired in maximums at the start of legs. Has had another one in amongst as well.
81.
He's actually now hit 10 maximums tonight, Robert Owen. In just 3 matches.
60. 85. 58.
Well, an opportunity opening up here for Usher, and he's making the most of it. Oh, what a shot that is from Graham Usher to tee up double 12. To turn the match in his advantage, in his favour, unless Robert Owen can complete this. And Robert Owen has completed a remarkable finish, a 1-4-3 checkout after Usher had produced a 1-7-1 to leave a double. And that gets the match won for Owen, defying 100 average from his opponent. Owen advances to the final. He books his place in Champions Week with a 1-4-3 checkout to seal the win. Graham Usher will complete in the third place playoff. It will be Owen against either Adams or Justicia in the final for the £2,000 first prize. The second semi-final coming up in 3 minutes' time. second semi-final about to get underway here at the Online Darts Live League, and it's got something to live up to. Drama at the end of the first. Robert Owen taking out an enormous 1-4-3 finish with his opponent waiting on a double after hitting a 1-7-1. And don't underestimate the significance of that, because if Graham Usher had come back and hit a double, if Owen hadn't taken out that finish, he would have had the darts in the decider. But it is Robert Owen that is through to the final, and he will take on the winner of this match. Coming up now between Wolfie Martin Adams, the man who produced a 9-dart leg here on Monday, 3-time champion of the world, against the Spanish star Jose Justicia.
First leg is Martin to throw first. Game on.
Well, Wolfie has the darts, but he has a horrible record against this opponent this week. Ran into each other for the first time on Monday. Justicia won the match 4-3. He then beat him 4-2 on Tuesday and 4-1 on
100.
Wednesday. Adam's just grateful they didn't meet on Thursday, because it would have been a whitewash, wouldn't it? Or will he get the whitewash here? I can't see it the way Adams has been playing tonight, averaging
125.
96.41 in a 4-1 victory over Jim McEwen, and then 98 and change in a 4-3 defeat to Robert Owen, who is just somehow staying alive. And we'll be back now at Champions Week, and indeed in tonight's final. Has a chance to pocket £2,000 at the end of the evening. That 1-4-3 checkout from Robert Owen.
100.
One of the best you will see at the Live League. In terms of what was at stake, in terms of what his opponent had just scored, what his opponent had just left, what would have happened had he not hit it.
140.
Sensational from Stack Attack. He's in the final. Usher will play the loser of this match in the Champions Week playoff. The winner of this game will
96.
progress straight to Champions Week, along with Robert Owen. The first meeting between this pair this week was absolutely divine
45.
to dissect. An average of 105.57 and 100% checkout success rate wasn't enough for Martin Adams to win. 3 out of 3 on the doubles, but
100.
Jose Justicia hit 4 and averaged 107 against Wolfie. Was in 3 figures again when he beat him the following day as well. A 3-figure visit incoming for Martin Adams.
140. Jose require 80.
But Justicia has the chance to break. Double top.
60.
It only really
Martin
had that
require
side of the bed to
44.
aim at. Martin Adams will take aim at 12. And now double 16. And in it goes. And in
Martin
front
Adams.
he goes. Martin Adams draws first blood in this semi-final. It's a race to 4, and Martin Adams has the first leg.
Second leg, Jose to throw first. Game on. 140.
Not happy with that rare slip, Martin
45.
Adams. Especially after Justicia had opened with a 140. He will feel like he's almost already handed the leg to his opponent
60.
here. But a 60 from the Spaniard will offer a little bit of optimism to Adams.
$140. 60.
Martin Adams has played more games than anybody left in this tournament at the Live League. Jose Justicia
121.
was making his debut at the Live League this week, and he finds himself on the precipice of qualifying for Champions Week and tonight's final.
125.
Adams has racked up or will have racked up by the end of the evening 265 matches in the Live League.
100. Jose, you require 116.
Jose here playing in just his 18th.
$56. Martin, you require 95.
We may look at the bull here for starters. How much of it has he blocked? How much of it has he blocked?
70.
Maybe too much.
Jose requires 60.
And Jose looks at tops. Seemingly unobstructed.
40. Martin
Just
requires
caught
25.
the flight of one of those darts. And Adams has the opportunity to double his lead with a break of throw. 88 this time. In it goes, and Martin Adams takes a two-leg lead and another step towards the final here. Wolfie doubles his lead against Jose Justicia and is two away
Martin to throw first. Game on.
from securing his spot at Champions Week. We have seen Martin Adams at Champions Week finals nights before.
45.
Finished fourth in phase 2. He also made it to Champions Week in phase 4, but not through
100.
to finals night. The same again in phase 5, so he will be delighted to be in this position in the final phase of the year.
$100.
Yeah, needs this.
121.
Needed something big just to get himself going, Justicia. Only thrown 140 in the match. That 121 is 6th throw of over 100, but Adams has a much more
100.
even split. That's his 7th. 3 of them have been 140s.
$60.
Couple of trebles here, and he really puts Justicia in trouble.
$140.
There may well be trouble ahead for the Alicante ace, unless he can produce something enormous.
100. Martin, you require 116.
For 3-0. Wide open, the treble 20 bed. Can't find it.
100. Also, you require 120.
Justicia uses big bulky darts on his stand-up as well. You wouldn't back him for 120. Well, surely now he's got to think about bull, hasn't he? Well, he's found a way somehow. This is a remarkable attempt. It's a fantastic finish from Jose Justicia. Wouldn't back him for 120. What kind of mug would say something like that? And after that first start, you certainly wouldn't. But somehow,
Jose to throw first.
he managed
Game on.
to navigate his way through that barricade and complete the Shanghai shot. And now he's got a little bit of confidence.
180.
A little bit of swagger. Having taken out the 120, he starts leg 4 with the maximum.
$100. 96. $140.
He's getting going now, isn't he, Justicia? He's getting going now.
180.
Hadn't hit a maximum until this leg. That 120 just seems to have provided the springboard for the Spaniard to strut his stuff.
180. Oh,
Don't discount Adams just yet from this leg. Do now.
Shot on the fourth leg. Oh,
Justicia lands double 16 to level up the match at 2-2.
This leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
Was a difficult start to the game for him, but he's dug deep here, Jose. We really do have a sizzling semi-final on our hands.
60.
Who will take on Robert Owen in the final at the end of the night?
140. $140. 100.
The pressure is on here for the pair of them. And somehow they're producing the best stuff they have all evening. It's a double boost winning a semi-final at the Live League.
81.
Not only do you go through to the final, but you make sure of your place at Champions Week. And with that comes pressure. Yet they're playing like it doesn't mean a thing. Doesn't have to go for the ball here, Martin Adams.
96.
Not sure that he checked his opponent's score. Interesting. Adams could have laid up.
140.
Could have given himself 3 darts at double. He'll only get 2. At double 8. But he only needs 1. And it's advantage Adams once again. He regains the lead in this match. Went for the bullseye for the firework finish. But then he came and cleaned up
6-leg Jose to throw first. Game
the
on.
remainder to edge back ahead. And Justicia must win the last 2 legs. Or he will have to battle it out with Graham Usher in the playoff to reach Champions Week.
55. 100.
The 140 to follow, or followed by, should I say, a ton.
41.
And 2 treblers turned from Adams has seen Justicia put himself in a very strong position
57.
to force a last leg shootout in this match.
$100. 96.
Martin Adams is going to hit a 140 here and not leave a finish.
140.
Should have started on
Also,
18s and then 2 treble 20s would have left to finish. But I've been saying it all week.
100.
You really can't teach an old dog new tricks, or an old wolf in Adams's case.
$125.
But he does apply maximum pressure. What have you got, Jose? What have you got? That's what he's got.
Sixth leg.
And he's earned himself a last leg shootout. Adams will have the darts in this decider. It is one leg to decide which of this pair progresses through to the final here at the Live League.
Seventh and final leg is Martin to throw first. Game on.
And more than that, a place at Champions Week up for grabs. And Adams is straight in.
85.
Well, after the first dart, Adams will be disappointed, to say the least.
$140.
Already a slender advantage for the Spaniard. Well, Martin Adams really should switch.
60.
No new tricks.
140.
And it is advantage Justicia.
$81. $81.
Needs a treble. And now can't leave a finish.
60.
So Jose Justicia has 2 visits. Has not led this game at any point, but he might win it in style. What a way to win it! And Jose Justicia seals his spot in the final and picks up a place at Champions Week. He earned it with that stunning 140 checkout in a last leg decider in which he was dominant. And Justicia, having gone 2-0 down in this match, really raised his game, averaging just shy of 102 in the end. And he will do battle with Robert Owen. Owen and Justicia will be at Champions Week, and they will contest tonight's final. The winner taking home a cool £2,000. There is now the Jeopardy match, the Champions Week playoff, coming up in 10 minutes' time. Will it be Usher? Will it be Adams? Join us in 10 to find out. Welcome back to the action at the live league. The final will be contested between Robert Owen and Jose Justicia, who both booked their spots in style in both the final and at Champions Week. But before that, arguably the most important match on a finals night, the playoff to decide which other player progresses to Champions Week with the finalists. And it is a meeting between Graham Usher and Martin Adams, a three-time champion of the world, going head-to-head in a one-off match for a place at Champions Week. Adams there, 65 years of age, hit a 9-darter on Monday, got the week off to a flying start. Graham Usher, well, he had a flying start on his return to the Live League, won his first 4 matches before being beaten by Robert Owen in his 5th on Thursday. Qualified for finals night along with Owen from Group C, but then it was Owen who beat him with a brilliant 1-4-3 checkout to win 4-2 in the semi-finals.
First leg, it's Graham to throw first. Game on.
That after, Usher had hit a 1-7-1 to leave himself on
100.
24. As he was bidding to force a last leg decider in which he would have had the dart. So that 1-4-3, an enormous shot in every sense of the word from Robert Owen.
100.
A similar story really for Martin Adams, although he hadn't left himself a finish
121.
in the deciding leg. He was on the wrong end of 140 checkout from Jose Justicia, who has won the ball in the practice room and will throw first
85.
in the final against Robert Owen. This is the first ever meeting between Graham Usher and Martin Adams.
100.
It certainly has some significance. Will we see Wolfie in Champions Week? Or will Graham manage to usher his way through?
$100.
Certainly has been a day for darting drama. Plenty of it going on at the Players' Championship
61.
finals. Just take a look at Adrian Lewis's Twitter feed. Accusations flying around between him and Peter Snakebite Wright. Wright still in the tournament, has to play Michael Van Gerwen tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Van Gerwen, who
135.
berated the playing conditions at Minehead. Ice cold. And we could see a cool finish
82.
from Graham Usher, but perhaps
Martin
rushed
81.
the dart at the bullseye. Graham the Rusher Usher. Martin Adams won't rush. He'll take his time. He'll take aim. He'll take care.
57. Graham
He
Newcombe,
can't take out the
57.
finish. So double 16 for Usher to land the first blow
Game shot on the first
in
leg.
this playoff.
Graham Usher.
And Usher does have the early advantage, holding his throw in the first leg. Usher leads Martin Adams by a leg to 0.
Second leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
Is there a way back for Wolfie? Very short format.
$55.
Certainly can't afford to be broken in this leg.
$180.
But Graham Usher has just sent out a stark warning. That's exactly what he intends to do to Martin Adams.
$81. $43.
Reminder, the pair playing for a place at Champions Week, looking to join the two finalists this evening, Robert Owen and Jose Justicia, and the top 3 from the previous 2 weeks. Ryan Roman, Rob Collins, Kevin Burness, Connor Scott, Scott Walters and Chris Gilliland.
$180.
It's a brace of maximums in this leg from Graham Usher, who's really launching an assault on the Adams throw.
$140. Graham McEwen 98.
Averaged over 100 in defeat to Robert Owen in the semi-final. If he carries on at this level, he'd be looking at a three-figure average again. Martin Adams, though, may well get a dart to level up. He certainly will now. Oh, he won't. Martin Adams misses the big number. You
72.
seldom see such a thing.
60.
From the usually accurate Adams. But he's made to pay to the hilt by Graham Usher, who lands double top, punishing Martin Adams for that misfire. Needed to hit a 12 for a dart at double 16.
Looks like Graham to throw first. Game on.
But Wolfie went wayward, found the 9, denied himself a dart at double, and Graham Usher has cashed in.
121.
Broken the throw and doubled his lead, and Adams now has an uphill climb. Yeah, at the end of this evening, we will know 9 of the 12 players competing.
43.
In Champions Week, the last Champions Week of the year. Previous winners
99
are Richie Burnett, Jim Williams, Chaz Barstow and Robert Thornton. Pocketing £6,000 for his win. The Thorn in Phase 5 was in action this week but failed to make it through to finals night. The action continues next week, beginning on Monday. The final 12 players battling it out for the final 3 places at Champions Week. Group A starts on Monday, features Dan Lauby Jr., Lee Cox, Matt Campbell, Nathan Rafferty, Poland's Sebastian Steyer, and France's Thibaut Tricol. Great group that. And then later in the week, they're joined by Scotland's Cameron Menzies, Jim Williams, a former Live League champion, Northern Ireland's Neil Duff, Brazil's Diogo Portela, Richard North, the mouth from the south, and Baker completes the dozen. Scott Baker, quick fire player as well.
54. Graham McEwen.
Great lineup for next week. And Graham Usher is moving ever closer to that Champions Week lineup.
Game shot on the third leg.
He's one leg away from it. Martin Adams is going to have to complete the Great Escape if he is going to compete at Champions Week. Graham Usher needs just one more leg.
Fourth leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
Well, it would be the 1,000-mile journey for Martin Adams. It has been done before. This is the 3,264th match at the Online Darts Live League.
13.
And only
140.
Only a handful of times have players come back from 3-0 down to win 4-3. We're talking less than
60.
Less than 35.
140.
And it doesn't look likely here. Martin Adams just hasn't found it in this playoff. It'll be disappointment to lose him, but full credit to the gambler Graham Usher. He's found it now. It can't really be described as too little from Adams, but certainly think it's too late.
140.
Graham Usher on the edge of glory for the gambler.
100. Graham, you require 81.
Wants the ball.
56.
That's how close he was
140.
to adding his name to the lineup for Champions Week. Is there a twist in the tale? Is there a magical moment for Martin Adams?
108.
Graham Usher was
Grenier
looking up
Bar
to
25.
the heavens there. He was on the wrong end of the 1-4-3 from Robert Owen in the semi-final. But he gets the job done in the third place playoff, and Graham Usher advances to Champions Week with a 4-0 whitewash win over Wolfie Martin Adams, a 97 average from Usher. It was brilliant from him. Adams really failed to get going in that one, and Usher has won the big match, the game that sees him secure a spot at Champions Week the week after next. It's Adams bowing out of the Live League for 2021, but he has served some special moments, including a 9-dart finish earlier this week, his second in the Live League, and we all look forward to seeing Wolfie at the World Seniors next year. Tickets available at dartshop.tv, but Graham Usher has booked his place in Champions Week along with Robert Owen and Jose Justicia, who will contest the final right after this. Thanks for staying with us this evening at the Online Darts Live League. There is just one more score to settle, and that is to decide who wins the final and who takes home the £2,000 winner's cheque. Will it be Wales's Robert Owen, or will it be the Spanish debutant Jose Justicia, looking to mark his first ever week at the Live League with a win on finals night? There is Robert Owen just completing his practice start. Stack Attack, who has competed several times in the Live League, just about as much as anybody Robert Owen has been a real regular in the tournament. But he's looking to win a week.
First leg is Jose to throw first. Game on.
For what would be the first time. Can he finally get it done?
95.
I do apologise. I've done him a disservice there, Robert Owen. He did, of course, win week 1,
44.
didn't he, in Phase 4 when he beat Nick Fulwell in that final. Got through to finals night on Champions Week that week, but didn't progress past the group stage. It was the phase which was won by Chaz Barstow. Barstow, who made an appearance at the Players' Championship finals. Such was his prowess on the Pro Tour this year, despite not having a tour card. And we do take a moment to say congratulations to Graham Usher.
140.
Who's just enjoyed a 4-0 whitewash win against Wolfie Martin Adams in the third place playoff to secure his spot at Champions Week. He's got the chance to play for that £6,000 first prize. Been a great participant in this week's action.
94. 100.
As has Jose Justicia, playing, as I mentioned, for the first time at the Live League and loving life at the Live League.
Game shot in the first leg.
He's loving life at the start of this final because he has the lead thanks to pegging double 16 to land the first blow in the final. Justicia leads Owen by a leg to 0.
Second leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
Won his first match of the evening against James Richardson, but then had to face an anxious wait after losing
100.
out to Graham Usher in his second match. Usher then did him a favour by bashing up James Richardson 4-1 to take Justicia through with him.
54.
But they were denied a repeat meet when Robert Owen took out that brilliant 1-4-3 checkout to win that match 4-2, and I can't over-explain the significance of that. Usher had left himself on double 12 by hitting a 1-7-1, and he would have had the darts in the decider when Owen completed that magical finish. And Jose Justicia himself hit a 140 finish in the last leg against Martin Adams, although he was dominant in that last leg decider.
60.
Usher pulled himself up and managed to beat Adams 4-0 to book his Champions Week spot. He'll join this
95.
pair. Brian Roman, who won week 1, the runner-up from week 1, Rob Collins, and third place Kevin Burness, and the top 3 from week 2, Connor Scott, Scott Walters and Chris Gilliland.
140.
But we will return with the final week before Champions Week on Monday with a star-studded lineup, an international flavour to it, 9 different nationalities.
57.
And the action gets going with Paul Nicholson on Monday at 9:30 AM on the Online Darts YouTube channel.
60.
We've had just about everything this week. We haven't had a 170 finish. Just saying.
96. Robert, you acquire 81.
Martin Adams produced, of course, the magical 9-dart finish on Monday. He's second in the Live League. Bullseye here for Owen. Oh, beautiful to level up the final. A lovely 81 checkout completed on the ball. And Robert Owen levels up against Jose Justicia.
Third leg is Jose to throw first. Game on. 140. 100.
Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for getting involved at Darts Live League on our social media. And those of you who've tweeted
99.
me at Chris Murphy 180. Actually heard from Graham Usher's son Joe to inform me that him and his dad have met in
41.
Graham's county days when playing for Yorkshire many moons ago.
98. 100. Also, you require 164.
Well, 164 doesn't need to go. Downstairs now.
45.
Well, I thought you would go downstairs there because 119 is much trickier than 120.
100. Also, you require 119.
Yeah, now you see. Missed a big number anyway. If it hit the 12, you'd only be getting a dart at the ball. Just trying to do the sums here. Justicia.
$87. Robert, you require 160.
Got there in the end.
$78. Also, you require 32.
Can you get the double at the end?
Getting shot on the third leg.
You can.
Also, Justicia.
And the Spanish star on debut this week at the Live League leads the final 2-1. He's 2 legs away from completing a dream debut.
Fourth leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
He's played 18 matches.
100.
Before this one, he's only lost 3. Jose Justicia, including that defeat to Graham Usher this evening. Won all 5 of his games on Monday. Won all 5 of his games on Wednesday. The only players to beat him.
100.
Martin Heenahan. And Scott Williams.
177.
Neither of whom made it through to finals night. But Jose Justicia, as I've been saying, has had an absolutely dream debut.
125.
And now he's teed up the possibility of a perfect leg in the final. Couldn't match Martin Adams.
60.
But he is going to take a giant leap towards victory if he can clean up the 84 when he returns. I was talking about him being almost perfect this week, and he was almost perfect in this leg. Good leave, though, from Robert Owen. Asking the question, 14, double 11.
73.
Well, that miss
Robert,
could be big.
40.
Could be huge. Fair play to Robert Owen for leaving himself handily placed on tops.
Fourth leg. Robert Owen.
Which he pops in to square things up at 2 apiece. This final now, a race to 2 legs for the £2,000 first prize.
This leg, I will say to throw first. Game on. $57. 180.
And now it's Robert Owen's turn to kick off a leg with a maximum.
60.
He's racked up 11 of them this evening. Hasn't missed a dart at double yet
100.
in this final, either, including one at the bullseye for the 81 finish in the second leg.
100.
Then pin tops for a 13 darter in the fourth, after his opponent had gone off with a 180 and a 177. Missed a dart at double 11 himself.
140.
And he's left at 81 once again.
128.
Good darts
You require 81.
to leave a finish, forcing Owen to go for the bull if he does hit the 12 again. But he gets the treble for double 13.
55.
Now he has.
Also, you require 156.
Missed a dart at double. Is he going to be punished? Not quite, just under the wire, that one.
Robert, you require 26.
So to lead, to take control.
Game
And
shot
Robert
on the
Owen
fifth leg.
is
Robert
now
Owen.
throwing to win the final here at the Live League on finals night. One leg away from a £2,000 cheque. The Welshman has the darts.
Sixth leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
It has been an absolutely bonkers week for Robert Owen at the Live League. He won 4 out of his 5 games on Monday in Group
100.
A. Was sitting pretty, looking like he was going to cruise, maybe even straight through to finals night. The only man to beat him was Jose Justicia, who won all 5 of his games that day.
84.
But then it absolutely plummeted on Tuesday and didn't win a single match, including defeats
55.
to Martin Heenahan, Robert Thornton, Scott Williams, Martin Adams. He struggled even more on Wednesday, won his first match against Williams,
139.
but then only managed to fire in averages of around the 60 mark in his last couple of games, and everyone was worried that maybe his leg injury had caused him a problem, but something wasn't right. But he bounced back in Group C and managed to
58.
top the table, winning 7 of his 10 matches. And then this evening, Robert Owen has enjoyed victories against
108.
Martin Adams and Graham Usher. And the 180 may well have just teed up a match-winning shot in this final.
100. Robert, you require 69.
And there it
Game
is.
shot on the
It's
match.
Owen's evening
Robert Owen.
as the Welshman wins the title. Stack attack. Robert Owen will take home the £2,000 first prize, denying Jose Justicia a dream debut at the Live League. It has been stellar stuff from the Spaniard. He's the runner-up and he is going through to Champions Week. But it is Owen's night this time. He is the champion on week 3 of this phase, and what a final it was as well. Both players averaging around the 97 mark, 3 180s in there. Excellent finishing though, did the job for Owen, and I have to cast my mind back to that 1-4-3 in the semi-final. I think that's where the night was won for Robert Owen, but he goes through with the man he hit it against, Graham Usher, who beat Martin Adams in the 3rd place playoff, and the runner-up Jose Justicia, the Spaniard, who had an excellent first week at the Live League. The action will return on Monday. Really good group coming up on Monday. 9 different nationalities in the field next week. Paul Nicholson will talk you through the action from 9:30 at the Online Darts YouTube channel. But from me, Chris Murphy, this evening, well, it's been Robert Owen's evening. Another Welsh winner at the Live League. Good night.